Hello again, everybody. Red with a long overdue episode for Half Century Collecting Sports Cards with my national recap. I headed out there Tuesday after work. Spent about maybe 5 hours on the road. Stayed in Tomah, Wisconsin, home of Twins starting left-hander, having a really good year, Connor Prelip. And then drove the other half on Wednesday morning, getting to the National about 1, just after 1 when it opened. So it's like an 8-hour drive here from northern Minnesota, but with about 10 hours with my old age pit stops. And for some reason on Google Maps where I was following, I must have hit this button that avoided toll roads. So once I got to Illinois, I was taking about 20 different turns on all these different roads, and then I finally noticed that. So I changed it to be able to take toll roads, and then got on a freeway and got to the National. Got in, and that day, that Wednesday, what was I there, 5 hours? I saw every table. So I was hustling, getting around to everything, checking things out. And my first buy was probably about an hour and a half in, and I came up with these couple cards, Artie Wilson's, a Remar baking company, and a Mother's Cookie card, a couple sets that I didn't have cards from, and I also wanted an Artie Wilson. Dealer had these two sitting there, and he gave them to me for, what was it, $100 bucks, I think he gave me these two cards for. So I thought that was a pretty good deal. Got my first pickups. Now Artie he's the last hitter actually hit 400 in a season since they added the Negro League stats in 1948. Was kind of a short Negro League season, but still it was the last year that they counted the Negro League stats, and he hit 433 that year. Quite a year. So a couple cards of Artie Wilson. And then my big purchase was about 2 hours into the show. Saw these couple cards, and I just thought they were beautiful examples of a couple of cards I was looking for. I don't really go to the National looking for any specific cards, but these were two cards I've been looking at for the last couple of years and haven't pulled the trigger. Actually, the only Jackies other than the Bond Bread series that I didn't have. And I just thought they looked really gorgeous. And I know they're raw, so that would probably scare off a lot of people. But I looked at it, and when you added the price tag of what this guy had, it was $12,000. I offered him $9,000, and for the two of them together, and he took a while, and looked at like the back of the jack, even though it looks gorgeous on the front. It's got a little missing like paper loss up there, but the Burke Ross looks gorgeous front and back, and he decided to take it. So for $9,000, all of a sudden I've spent a good chunk of the money I brought, and I'm only 2 hours in, and I'm planning to stay till the last day. But so be it. Ended up with some really gorgeous cards, and this may be sacrilegious to some, but since it's raw, I could take it out and actually hold a Jackie card from 1948 Bowman. And he also had a graded one, and I measured it up against that really carefully, make sure nothing was trimmed or anything, and it measured up perfectly. Rest of it looked real nice and legit for me, so maybe someday I'll grade it, but not for a while, because it's kind of fun to just have this thing raw and sitting there and being able to touch it and hold it. And a beautiful 49 Bowman Jackie that I now own, along with the Burke Ross. So pretty cool. So that wasn't the end of my first day. I also then picked up a card I wanted that I had at one time, but found that it was trimmed. So I wanted a nice, legit 41 play ball rookie year Pee Wee Reese, and he had, I think, 1,500 marked on here and got it for 12. So I bought it, and that was the end of my first day. Now, the coolest thing about the National, as a lot of other people have said, is people they spent time with and stuff. And I got to spend the next 3 days with my best buddy from high school, Todd, who flew down from Connecticut, picked him up at the airport. We spent Thursday, Friday, Saturday together at the National, walking tables together, which is really cool, staying in a hotel together, talking cards, talking life, both getting to that near retirement stage. So talking that a bunch. And that next day, we were scouring tables a little more slowly. I had, jotted down things that I wanted to see again, and Todd was looking at things for the first time. We maybe got through half the room that day, and the one card I bought was something that I wanted this one for my Nellie Fox representation. 59 Bazookas, the year of the Go-Go Sox. Your Nellie had a really big year with the White Sox, and it's a short print bazooka, so it's really tough to find, non-authentic, although it shouldn't matter so much on these hand-cut cards. I know they call them authentic if they're cut a little too tight sometimes. I had been looking for this card for a couple of years and really haven't seen it. So saw it at a dealer table, and it was in his stack of 59 bazookas, so not right on top. But saw that the first day, and hemmed and hawed that night, should I go back and get it? And he came down just $100 on it. So what was it, listed at 1,200, and I bought it for 11. And I was real happy with that. Just I think a really gorgeous example of that really tough set. And then he's a short print within that set. So the Nellie Fox, and that was really it that day, other than I did sit down at a bunch of commons with the old farts, as Rick likes to say, and actually sat right next to Rick with the old farts, looking through binders. I'll show at the end, because I did that a little every day, picking up some commons that were filling sets, upgrading sets, filling sets, kind of combination of that. Then the next day, what are we on? Friday? I don't know, Friday or Saturday. I don't know if we got anything else Friday. Maybe I got the Nellie Fox Friday. I'm not sure. I might have got it Friday, either Thursday or Friday. Anyways, we're into Saturday. So Saturday, the non-common pickups, kind of brokered this deal. We were at the same dealer. Todd had a couple of cards. It was a 63 Oliva and a 48-49 Leaf-Worn Spawn that he really liked. I liked the Kiner from that same set, and all of a sudden I just threw out a number for the 3 cards. I think it was like 1,500 for the 3 cards. That was listed at 19, and hopefully Todd was okay with that. I think so. And then the dealer came back with like 16 or 1650, and I said, well, I'll throw in that 85 traded set that he had sitting there, and did that, and we got the cards figured out between the two of us what each of us owed. But I just thought that Ralph Kiner was gorgeous. The orange colors in there, man, really cool Kiner leaf card. And then the last one that I picked up is something I've been going for a lot of these hot dog company cards and stuff, and I saw this. This is one I didn't see the first day. This was one Todd kind of found for me, and hemmed and hawed, and took till Saturday, the last day I was there. I did decide not to go back Sunday because I had gotten everything I needed by the end of Saturday. But this is a Peters Meats card from the Twins inaugural year, 1961, of Harmon Killebrew, and just graded a 1, but looked so much nicer. And the reason it gets a 1 is because of a thing I like and I really want on my hot dog issues is hot dog marks. So since it's part of the packaging, it's sitting right up against those hot dogs, and you can see all the marks without the glare there. of where the hot dog sat in that package. And for like 400 and something, 400 and change, I got this card. Can be one of my Harmon Killebrew representatives. So that was it for the non-common stuff. And now I'll flip the camera around and show you the commons. So there were the commons that I picked up sitting with the old farts, like Rick. And some of these, like that 74 card, I've going through my album and I had two of the same cards sitting next to each other, and then found out I had none of that one, so I found that was one I needed. And then the same exact thing happened in my 63 set that I needed a Luis Arroyo. That one was actually just missing without a blank in the pages. There's like one card to the next, but actually missing that card number of Luis Arroyo, so I picked that one up. The rest of these are a lot of La Masters. I can't think the same way. Just when I noticed I was missing in the 71s. But the rest of these were cards that were just, you know, pretty rough shape, so I did some upgrading. And then this Willie Stargell, I signed up for Auction Wire, and you get a, what do they call those, where you open a pack and it's a card that's already out there. And I did that, and this is the card I got. And I guess another little story on it, when I got these Jackies, as soon as I picked them up, and this is like 2 hours into the show, so like 3 o'clock, and I'm walking away from the table, and a guy taps me on the back, and did you just buy that? And I was like, yeah. He said, oh man, I just went to my buddy to go get enough money to get that Burke Rossi was talking about, to get that card, and you got it from under me. So I was happy, I guess happy that I pulled the trigger as soon as I did. Otherwise, probably wouldn't have come up with that card. And other cool people, I got to see Stukes and talk to him for a while. Consigned something to Theo at CIA. So I got to talk to him for a bit. Consigned a few cards to Al at Love of the Game. Talked to him for more extensive time. Oh, and then there's one other. There's a bigger card than all of these that I committed to. Actually, bigger than probably all of these combined. And I told the guy, and I sent him a check when we got home. So that one's going to be coming in the mail. I will show you that at a different time. It's a card that only 2 or 3 exists in the world. Cool old cards. So I'll show you that one along with these. All right, thank you for watching this. We will hopefully talk to you again pretty soon when I either get that card or we'll do another video.